He is.
Okay. But I mean...
And Jessica needs to vote to get rid of Eric.
Why?
Why? Because it's like, oh yeah, that's another thing Dick said to me. He's like, Dustin keeps saying, he told Jessica that, she doesn't have, she can vote however she wants, and that was nice of you. He said, but at the same time, it's like, you don't want everyone to be like, like you're the one that kicked him out of the house, like it was everybody doing it, you know what I mean? And it's like, we might as well, because Eric wants to talk to Zach, so just to be on the safe side, we might as well get Jessica to vote to get rid of Eric too, just so. Doesn't matter either way. What's wrong with you? Something's bothering you. Just spit it out. Something you need to tell me?
I don't know. I think that this 1 week deal with Dick and Danielle is fine, but I don't see them ever. I don't know. Danielle will never look at me the same way again.
But it doesn't matter. Everything worked out for everyone. You're safe next week if Dick gets HOH, and you know what? He might get it.
Yeah, I know.
You're safe, and we move on to the next week. Yeah. I have your back.
I know.
I don't care if they put you up. I'm still gonna win POV and take you off, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know. This week, I just made a lot of bad choices this week, and I just feel bad about it.
About like what?
Act hastily about, telling Jen to don't trust the Donatos. And, I don't feel bad about sticking up for Eric by any means, because I didn't know any better. But, the way that I treated Danielle wasn't smart. Like, I just got ahead of myself this week, and it's okay to have my opinions, but I was too hasty to voice them, and way too mean about it.
Mm-hmm. It's alright.
One fuck up in this game and you're screwed. Like I already did the POV once. That sucked for me.
Yeah.
And then I had this week. That sucks. Another strike and I'm out.
He's gotta.
Oh, and what the hell was with you last night?
What?
Being like, well, Kale knew last week that she was safe. Right,
Dustin, they already knew, and you were sitting there saying. The only reason why I did that is because they told me prior to that, they're like, and Kale, we know that Dustin told Kale she was safe. I don't know if Jen told him or Kale told him. I don't know. But Kale, they're like, we know that we knew Eric was the leak, but Dustin's the one that, it was Dustin too, because Dustin told Kale she was safe, and she knew she was. And I go, but Dustin also told Kale she was a pawn. I said, so, and she was worried, and she came to him in confidence and asking him, am I safe? Because she was nervous for her situation in this game, and she was a pawn, and she didn't know if she was going home or not. And he was like, you're fine, you're not, you're safe, don't worry. I said he told that because he cared. And they're like, well, why didn't he tell us that? I'm like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like,
I didn't need to.
But then when you sat out there, and you were like, every week I was like, Kale, you're going home. And I'm like, except for last week, I had to say that because otherwise you would have looked like a liar.
Yeah.
If I would have let it go, then what? They already called you out on it, so I had to be like, except for last week, and then I'm like, and then I played it off.
Jen has to go this week.
That's the only reason why I did that. I never do anything to fucking make you look bad or fuck you over. I had to do that. Would you rather me not said anything and told you later? Like, oh, they know.
No.
I put you on the spot to tell the truth, and you did, and they saw that. So I had to do something.
Yeah. I don't know. I still want.
Just watch the way you talk to people, Dustin. I don't take offense to it, but it's really bad. When you're like, excuse me. You're so, like, it's so rude. Like, it's just so...
Don't interrupt me when I'm talking. It's like, what are you doing,
You kind of gotta swallow your pride in this house a little bit. You kind of have to. You can't... Everybody's so proud in this house in their own ways, you know what I mean? You kind of have to, like... It sucks. You gotta, like, kind of just gotta bow down a little bit. Just a little bit. I love to get my point across, too. I do in my everyday life back home. But, like, you kind of have to, like, okay, put yourself on the back burner. A little bit.
The way that I say excuse me is because Dick doesn't let Danielle speak. Did you notice that?
I told him yesterday. Or me. I go, you interrupt a lot. I go, you don't let people talk. Can you be kind of tweet?
But he does especially to Danielle. That's why.
You can say excuse me. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You can be like, excuse me, I'm talking. Like, can you just give me a second? As opposed to, excuse me. Like, it's just like...
Well, I mean, do you think that Dick would respond to anything else? If I was like, excuse me, Dick, I'm talking. Do you really think that he would take that effectively?
He does with me. He does with me, and I'm like, Dick, excuse me. I'm like, can I finish? And he keeps going, like, go ahead. You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta, it's not, Dustin, just remember that it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I'm not telling you this, like, trying to, like, be a mom.
Oh, I know. No, but it's been said to me my whole life, because I'm a bitch.
I told Jen and Danielle that. Jen and Danielle, I'm like, Danielle, I told Danielle, I said, I talked to Dustin about the way he talks to you guys, and I said, she's like, what did he say? And I said, he said that his whole life he's talked like that, and that his family, his mom, his dad, his grandma, everyone said something to him about that.
No. Well, I don't know. I got a chip on my shoulder about Danielle. I just do. Her whole attitude since day one in this house has been negative. Her whole attitude.
No, it's not true. Dustin, that's not true. Not her whole attitude. And I've disagreed with you on that forever now. Danielle,
To you, her attitude to you has been different.
She's never really been that negative to me. The whole her Nick thing was negative. Yeah, it was hard for me. But other than that, she's not really that negative in my eyes.
Towards you, but look at the way that she acts to everybody else, too.
Just don't make it awkward with you and her.
Well, the thing is that she's like, you know, you treat me rudely, you didn't talk to me all week, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, hello, you're not the most approachable person in the house. And I opened the door for you. I said, I'm here for you because I know this is going to be hard. And she shut herself out to me.
I know, but prior to that, you guys were really good until all this Eric stuff.